Now let us discuss about accounting method using stack operations. In amortized analysis, we have three methods. The first one is aggregate method. The second one is accounting method. Third one is potential method. In aggregate method, in order to calculate amortized cost per operation, the formula is total cost of all the operations by number of operations. Whereas in accounting method, we assign different charges to different operations. So this is the difference between aggregate method and accounting method. So in aggregate method, the formula for calculating amortized cost per operation is total cost of all the operations by number of operations. Whereas here in accounting method, we assign different charges. Charge is nothing but cost. We assign different cost to different operations. So for one operation, we may assign higher cost. For other operations, we may assign lesser cost. The amount we charge an operation is called as amortized cost. So now we are assigning a cost to the operation. So that cost is called as amortized cost. So here we have two types of costs. First one is amortized cost. Second one is actual cost. So amortized cost means the cost which we are assigning. That is some random cost. Whereas actual cost means that is the actual cost for executing that operation. So here we are using CI and CI bar. So CI means actual cost of ith operation. Okay. So this C specifies cost, I specifies ith operation. Whereas CI bar means amortized cost of ith operation. So C means cost, I means ith operation. So this cap specifies amortized cost. Here the formula for the credit is amortized cost minus actual cost. So from I is equal to 1 to n operations. So we can write as sigma I is equal to 1 to n. What is the amortized cost? CI cap minus what is the actual cost? Sigma I is equal to 1 to n CI. So the formula for credit is credit equal to amortized cost minus actual cost. So here amortized cost may be greater than actual cost or amortized cost may be less than the actual cost. If amortized cost is greater than the actual cost, then the difference is stored as a credit. So just like a bank deposit. So we can use that credit for our future purposes. So let here amortized cost is 2, whereas the actual cost is 1 for one operation. Okay. So 2 is greater than 1. Amortized cost is greater than the actual cost. So what is the formula for credit? Credit equal to amortized cost minus actual cost. So 2 minus 1 means 1. So this 1 will be stored as a credit. So we can use that credit for our future purposes. Next point. If amortized cost is less than the actual cost, then we can use the stored credit. Let us assume that amortized cost is 1, actual cost is 2. Here amortized cost is less than the actual cost. So now what is credit? The formula for the credit is amortized cost minus actual cost. So 1 minus 2 means minus 1. Here the point is credit should always be non-negative number. So now we have to use the previous credit information. So what is the previous credit? 1. So now use that information. Minus 1 plus 1. So that is equal to 0. So this is about how amortized cost and actual cost will be. Okay. Now let's see about accounting method using stack operation. Now let us discuss about accounting method using stack operations. We know that on stack we can mainly perform 3 operations: push operation, pop operation, multi-pop operation. Here this is actual cost column, This is amortized cost column. Okay. For push operation, the actual cost is 1. Why? Because we are pushing only one element onto the top of the stack. Likewise, for pop operation, the actual cost is 1. Why? Because we are deleting only top element from the stack. Whereas for multi-pop operation, the actual cost is min of S comma K. So we know about multi-pop operation. So with the help of the multi-pop operation, we can remove multiple elements from the stack. So here S means stack, whereas K means how many elements we are removing. So S comma 3 means 3 elements will be removed from the top of the stack. So top 3 elements will be removed from the stack. Let S is 5, let S is 10, K is 5. So that means here the stack contains 10 elements. But we want to remove how many elements? 5 elements. So now how many elements will be removed? These 5 elements. So that means minimum of S comma K. So out of 10, 5 is the minimum number. So that's why remove top 5 elements from the stack. Now let us assume that S value is 5, K value is 10. Stack contains only 5 elements, whereas we want to remove 10 elements. But is it possible? No, it is not possible. Why? Because the stack is containing only 5 elements. So we can remove only 5 elements only. So here minimum of S comma K. So out of 5, 10, which is the minimum number? 5 is the minimum number. So this is the actual cost. So push pop operation, the actual cost is some constant number. Whereas for multi-pop, the actual cost is some variable constant, variable value. So minimum of S comma K. Now let's see about amortized cost. So amortized cost means we can assign different cost to different operations. So we are assigning the amortized cost. So actual cost means the cost of executing that operation. This is actual cost. What is the real cost of executing that operation? For push operation, the amortized cost is 2. Why? Because here 1 is the actual cost. For push operation, what is the actual cost? This one is the actual cost and another one for credit. So we can use that one for future purposes. So if we want to perform pop operation, then we have to pay that one to the pop. So for that purpose, we are using this one. So for push operation, amortized cost is 2. Out of 2, this one is actual cost, and another one is for credit saving. So we can use that credit for the future purposes. Next, for pop operation, the amortized cost is 0. Why? Because what is pop? Removing the element. So we are removing that information. So we have to pay that one to the pop. So for that, here the cost is 0. For multi-pop operation also the cost is 0. Okay. So here for push operation, the amortized cost is 2. For pop as well as multi-pop, the amortized cost is 0. So we are removing the number of elements depends upon the stack. If the stack contains one element, then we can remove only one element. If the stack contains 3 elements, then we can remove 2 or 3 elements. So we are performing the deletion operation based on the elements which are in the stack only. So that's why the cost for these 2 operations are 0 only. So this is amortized cost. So we can assign the cost, we can assign higher value for some operations, we can assign lower value for other operations. Okay. Now let us find out the amortized cost, actual cost and credit for 3 operations. Here I am using 3 operations: push off A, push off B, push off C. For all the 3 operations, I am performing pop also. Okay. Whereas for multi-pop, here the actual cost is some variable number. So that's why I am taking only push and pop. Okay. So it is your choice. You can take 2 operations also, a sequence of 2 operations. So that means 2 push, 2 pop. Or you can take 4, sequence of 4 operations. So 4 push, 4 pop operation. But the first operation must be push operation. Why? Because initially the stack is empty. When the stack is empty, we can't perform the pop operation. So first operation must be push. So for push, what is the amortized cost? 2. For push 2. For pop 0. For pop 0. For push 2. For pop 0. For push or pop, what is the actual cost? 1 only. So 1, 1, 1, 1. Now let us calculate the credit. What is the formula for credit? Amortized cost minus actual cost. So 2 minus 1 means 1. Next, 2 minus 1 means 1. 1. Plus we can use the previous credit. What is the previous credit? 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Next, 0 minus 1 means minus 1. Minus 1 plus we can use the previous credit. So that is the use of the credit. Credit should always be non-negative number only. So here we got negative number. So that's why we are using the previous credit. So we can use this credit for the future purposes. So minus 1 plus the previous credit is 0. So minus 1 plus 2 means 1. Next, 0 minus 1 means minus 1. The previous credit is 1. Minus 1 plus 1 means 0. Next, 2 minus 1 means 1. 1 plus previous credit is 0. That is 1. 0 minus 1 means minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 means 0. So now the credit is 0. So there is no problem. Credit is a non-negative number. So 0 means it is a non-negative number. Now let us calculate the amortized cost. So for amortized cost, you add all these numbers. 2 plus, 2 plus, 0 plus, 0 plus, 2 plus 0. So that is nothing but 6. 6 means 2 into 3. Here what is 3? 3 means here we are performing 3 sequence of operations. Push, push A, push B, push C. For all the 3 operations we are performing pop also. So this 3 is nothing but n. So here the cost or time complexity is order of n. So if you implement the accounting method using stack operations, then the cost or time complexity is order of n. So previously we have seen about stack operations with which method? Aggregate method. Their amortized cost is order of 1. So if we use aggregate method using stack operations, the amortized cost is order of 1. But this order of 1 is per each operation. So per each operation, the cost is order of 1. But here this is not per each operation. This is for entire thing. For all the operations, the cost is order of n. Whereas in aggregate method, using stack operations, the cost, amortized cost per operation is order of 1. But here in accounting method using stack operations, the amortized cost is order of n. This is not per single operation. This is for all the operations. So in the next video, we will discuss about accounting method using binary counter.